Hey guys, this is Carl, and welcome to my playthrough of Mount and Blade Warband. I'm going to be starting off the game today, and with the goal of taking over all of Calradia. Now, I have played this game before, so I might be going a little bit too fast for some of you if you are not aware completely of how this game works, but I will be slowing down just a tad so that you can follow along. Main screen, click on New Game. Helpful hint that launches the game for you, in case you wanted one. Welcome adventurer to Mount and Blade Warband. Before beginning the game, you must create your character. Okay. Remember that the traditional medieval society depicted in the game. What? Remember that in the traditional medieval society depicted in the game, war and politics are usually dominated by male members of the nobility. Okay. This does not mean that you should not choose to play a female character. Okay. Or one who is not of noble birth. Male nobles may have a somewhat easier start, but women and commoners can attain all the same goals, and in fact may have a much more interesting, if more challenging, early game. Continue. I will be a male. You were born years ago in a land far, far away. Your father was... I don't know, how about a veteran warrior? Why not? As a child, your father scrabbled out a meager living from your family. I can't speak. Scrabbled out a meager living from your father's wages as a guardsman to the local lord. It was not an easy existence, and you were too poor to get much of an education. You learned mainly about how to defend yourself on the streets with or without a weapon in hand. You started to learn about the world almost as soon as you could walk and talk. You spent your early life as... I don't know, how about a craftsman's apprentice? As a boy growing out of childhood, you apprenticed with a local craftsman to earn trade. I know that part. After years of hard work and study under a new master, he promoted you to journeyman and employed you as a fully paid craftsman for as long as you wished to stay. Then, as a young adult, life changed as it always does. You became a squire. And that's a lot of text. Enjoy reading it. If you want to read it, you can pause the video. Basically, it's telling me, it's my build up to becoming an adventurer. And why did I do that? Because of revenge. Blah 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 blah. I can go back if I want to. I'm not gonna do that. Difficult choice to leave. I will become an adventurer and ride to my destiny. I'm gonna do allow me to quit without saving, just in case something really bad happens, but I'm not going to use the cheat. So my name, Carl. How do I assign my skill points? 1 point in strength, I think, and then the rest in int. Let's reset that. I'm gonna do all in intelligence and get some pathfinding, which allows you to run faster. I might go over the screen right now. Anyway, actually. So, this is your character screen, my level, HP, experience, and the next level at how much experience. On the left are my attributes. The attributes are strength, agility, intelligence, and charisma. Basically, these skills over here all depend, the level of them depends on your attributes, and you cannot advance a skill over here that's based on an attribute past 1/3 of your attribute. So right now, anything that goes above strength can't be leveled past 3, because 1/3 of 12 would be 4, but I'm not at 12 yet, and it rounds down. So, if I took another point in strength, then I could get things that go off of strength up to level 4. If that makes sense. So these are all your skills. Iron Flesh, base attribute is strength. Each point in this skill increases my HP by 2. So I have 1 point, so I have an extra 2 HP off of my starting HP of 46. Power Strike, each point in this increases my melee damage by 8%. Also off strength. First 4 are off strength, and then they move on to agility, and then intelligence, and then charisma. So, they go in order of the attributes over here. Power Strike basically makes you hit harder. Power Throw makes you do more damage with throwing weapons. Power Draw makes you do more damage with bows. And just bows. And also some bows are, you can't use them unless you have a certain number of points in Power Draw. So that's also a helper. Weapon Master makes it easier to level up my proficiencies over here, which I'll talk about in a little bit. Shield makes you have better shield speed, block faster, and better coverage with your shield as well. Athletics make you run faster. Riding, you will ride higher. You'll ride at higher speeds, and you'll be able to turn more quickly. And also, most horses in the game most war horses require 4 riding to be able to ride. Horse archery makes you do more damage and be more accurate when shooting from horseback. Looting gives you more loot after you win a battle. Trainer, every day, if I have the skill, I will grant, basically, experience to troops that are lower level than me. Obviously, right now, if I took that, or I have a point in it, start with a point in it, at level 1, there's nobody that's going to be lower level than me, so I won't be giving XP to anybody. But if I was level 10, and there was somebody that was level 3, with 1 point, I would be giving them 4 XP per day. So if you stack that a lot with companions that I can get later, that does help quite a lot. But right now, not very useful. Tracks become more informative. There's tracks on the ground sometimes, and they're really not that great. I've never had high-level tracking, but they don't seem like they'd be very helpful. Tactics. Each level of tactics will give you basically a better ratio of allied troops to enemy troops at the beginning of a battle. Pathfinding, as I already touched on, you will increase your speed on the world map, so basically you travel faster and can escape/chase down more easily. Spotting increases the range you can see on the map. Basically makes your scouts better, I guess, if you had scouts, figuratively. Inventory management, you gain 6 inventory slots per rank of this. Wound treatment, surgery, and first aid are all healing abilities. Wound treatment makes your party heal faster. Surgery gives you a 4% chance per rank to not die. Your troops not die when they take fatal damage. And first aid, if you have many stages of a battle, you'll regain HP between battles, I should say. Engineer makes you improve your fiefs more easily and construct siege equipment a lot faster. I've never really used Persuasion, but it helps other people accept your point of view, apparently according to what it says over there. I don't really know a whole lot about that. I've never really used it. Prisoner management. Every level of the skill increases maximum number of prisoners by 5. With the mod that I'm using, it's actually by 10. This mod. Leadership, every point increases the maximum number of troops I can command by 5, and makes people cheaper. It also gives you a bonus to party morale, so people will not desert you. If your morale gets low enough, people will begin to desert your party. And finally, trade. Every level of the skill reduces your trade penalty by 5%. So it's easier to trade, you get better deals, and you basically are better at spying on people and finding out what the good deals are. Finally, proficiencies. These cover all the weapons in the game. One-handed weapons, two-handed weapons, polearms, archery, crossbows, and throwing. The more points you have in here, the more damage you'll do with the weapons, and the faster they'll be wielded. So if I have a ton of points in one-handed weapons, I'll be swinging a lot faster than if I had, say just the 72. And these go up to 699. So my playthroughs, I usually do one-handed weapons and archery, and I don't think that's going to be any different. So I'm going to put my point in archery. And over here, I'm going to put 3 in pathfinding and 3 in spotting, because it's very important at the start of the game. You don't want to get jumped on by an enemy party. As well as, I think, points in power draw, because I do like to use bows. I'm going to click done. Now we have the mini tutorial about how to play. Adjusting just my character's face. There is a face that I do with this. You're supposed to have black hair. Dark. Okay, there's a correct face that I always use. This one. And yeah, I always do the same character. Actually, that's not true. I've done other characters, but I go for this one. Oh, that's good. I think. Can I spin you or something? No, that's... I like this. It seems fine. Basic character. You can change it later, too. We'll do that. I hear about Calradia, a land torn between rival kingdoms battling each other for supremacy. A haven for knights and mercenaries, cutthroats, and adventurers, all willing to risk their lives in pursuit of fortune, power, or glory. In this land, which holds great dangers and even greater opportunities, you believe you may leave your past behind and begin a new life. You feel that finally, you will hold the key to your destiny in your hands, free to choose as you will, and that whatever course you take, great adventures will await you. Drawn by the stories you hear about Calradia and its kingdoms, There are 6 kingdoms in Calradia to begin the game. the Kingdom of Swadia, Kingdom of Vagers, the Kurgat Khanate, Kingdom of Nords, Kingdom of Rhodoks, and the Serenid Sultanate, or Sultanate. Each kingdom is a little bit different, and I will be touching on that later. But I think I'm going to join the Kingdom of Nords, because I like Scandinavia, and they are Scandinavian, and they have axemen and big shield walls, so they're pretty fun. So I'm going to take a ship to Sargoth, which is the capital of the Kingdom of Nords. I take passage, blah blah blah. A bunch of weird names that nobody actually ever cares about. If you want to read this, just watch this video. It has no impact on the game. So, I finally reach Sargoth, I'm really tired, I wake before dawn, and I explore my surroundings. So I go out in the street, and suddenly I hear the rasp of a blade sliding from its scabbard. And this is the game. So, look around, I'm in the street, probably adventuring, and oh, there's a guy over here. Press shift to zoom in. I'm just going to take the way out really fast. Hold on. Okay, bandit killed by Yarkarl. So that's basic training on how to fight. You left click to reload your crossbow. When there's the white dot there on the bottom right by my health, I'll get interrupted by the Merchant of Sargoth. The Merchant! Are you alright? Well, I guess you're alive at any rate. I'm not sure we can say the same for the other fellow. yeah, he's a little bit dead. That's one less thief to trouble our streets at night, though heaven knows he won't be the last. Anyway, maybe you can help me out with something. Let's talk more inside. Out here, we don't know who's listening. Very good. We go to the Merchant's house. So, a little bit about the weapons and the controls in this game. You move using WASD. Left click will aim. That's the targeting reticle for my crossbow. And if I let go of left click, I'll fire a bolt. Left click to reload. I'll bend down, reload. And the bar on the right, not the bar, the little dot below the 86 on the right turns to white. That's when I know it's reloaded. And I can reload again. Hitting shift will zoom in, as I briefly touched on earlier. I'll fire the bolt again. Let go of left click. If I scroll at the mouse wheel, I'll switch weapons. I'll draw my sword, and if I go backward, I'll draw my shield as well. Right click is block, and I can do that with or without the shield. I'll block with my sword as well. E will kick. It does very little damage. It does like 1 damage per kick, and it's not very effective. So, it's not really worthwhile using. Pressing tab normally will leave wherever you are. I have to stay here now because this is basically the tutorial. What else do I have to touch on? Any other controls? Q will bring up my quests and the notes, messages, kill the bandit, concepts of the game. If you want to learn about like, backgrounds of characters, it's not that great. Characters, this is me. I have 10 renown, no controversy, and I have no fiefs. These are all the characters in the game. If I wanted to read about them, and sometimes this does come in handy for finding out where people are. Locations, sometimes you'll be told to go somewhere, but if you don't know where it is, you can come here and click it, and then normally up here there's a show on the map button, but because we're still in the tutorial, that won't happen. Factions, these are the 6 factions I talked about: the Serenid Sultanate, Kingdom of Vagers, Kingdom of Swadia, Kingdom of Rhodoks, Kingdom of Nords, and the Kurgat Khanate. I refer to these people as the Kurgats, the Nords, the Rhodoks, the Swadians, the Vagers, and the Serenids, just so you know. And I can click on these and learn about them and how their foreign relations are at this current time. Anyway, let's get into the game. Let's talk to this Merchant of Sargoth. You press F to talk. Now, let me explain my proposition. Blah, 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 blah. A bunch of bandits took his brother. Cool. You don't know what your brother was thinking. He ran away. They sent word about a ransom, but he doesn't want to pay it. Cool. His idea, go take his brother back so he doesn't pay the ransom. And I'll earn his gratitude. Woohoo. I am interested. Cool. So he says I won't be able to do it by myself, so I have to collect 5 men from around the world. He gives me 100 dinars, which is the in-game currency. I advance, apparently. Very good, sir. I'll go and collect some men from around the villages. Cool. He'll be here in the tavern at Sargoth after I get my group together. Speak about what to do next. You can press Q anytime in the game. Now, I'm going to hit tab to leave, which is how you leave. And this is the world map. So scroll out with the wheel. This is the world map. So if I left click, I will walk. Whoa. Now viewing the Overland map, left click on the map to move your party to that location. Enter the selected town or pursue the selected party. Time will pause in the Overland map if your party is not moving, waiting, or resting. To wait anywhere, simply press and hold down the spacebar. Okay. I will do so. So this is the Overland map. If I zoom out, I can see this is the map. The big words, like the larger font, are city or towns. They're officially towns, and they are where all the business happens for each kingdom. Each kingdom starts with the game with 3 or 4 towns. There's also villages like Quine. They're little. You can recruit from there, but they won't generate anything, and you can't house troops there. And there's also castles, which are the other barricades of the land, and each castle is attached to one village. So, all the kingdoms. Kingdom of Nords is blue. Kingdom of Vagers is orange. Kurgit Khanate is purple. Serenid Sultanate is yellow. Kingdom of the Road Oaks is green. And Swadia is red. Also, there is an ocean, but the ocean has no impact on the game, and you cannot enter it without cheating. So my current quest is to collect 5 men from a surrounding village, so I'm going to choose to go to Fanata. So, click on Fanata, and I will go there, run across the map, and enter the village. Now, I can click on Recruit Volunteers, and 8 Nord recruits volunteer to follow me. This is how you get any troops in this game. Recruit them. They're 10 dinars each, which is the in-game currency. I lost 80 dinars, but thanks for that. But now I have a party. So click on Party down here in the bottom right. See my party. There's me, Jarl Carl, and my 8 Nord recruits. Now, once these Nord recruits get enough experience to level up, I can either upgrade them to Nord Footman or Nord Huntsman. Footman is the infantry tree, and the Huntsman will go to the archery tree, depending on if I want archers or infantry. So now that I've clicked on my 8 men, I can go back to Sargoth just by clicking on it, and he said it would be in the tavern, so we're going to visit the tavern. Traveler. There's the merchant. There's also that's Borcha, one of the companions in the game that you can get. But I was told to talk to the merchant, so I will. Fun noises because we completed the quest. I shall hunt for the bandits. So my new quest is learn where the hostages are. His brother was taken, but we don't know where his brother was taken to. That won't do anything, by the way. So we're going to go find the bandit group, which is conveniently right there, band of robbers. And if we defeat them, we will then learn where his brother was taken, because they know, so we're going to beat it out of him. Robber says, what do you want? I've been looking for you. Tell me where you keep your prisoners, and I'll let you go. Ha! Those prisoners are only getting free if you pay them ransom. Bring any silver? No, but I brought steel. One of my favorite lines in the game. So if you look again, I have 3 options. I've encountered band of robbers. I have 9 troops fit for battle against their 5. So I can choose to charge the enemy, order my troops to attack without me, or go on, or I can just leave if I don't want to fight them. However, hold on. Sorry about that. Or I can just leave. So if I want to be a coward, I can run away. But I'm not a coward, so I will charge the enemy. And this is the battlefield. Here are my 8 Nord recruits. I'm going to press F1, which will bring up a flag. And when I let go of that, it will tell everyone to hold that position. I'm going to drop everybody off there in the bottom of that little hill. And I'm going to go off by myself, because I don't want them to get hurt. Because even though we're only against band of robbers, they could still die, and I really don't want them to die at this stage of the game. Also, before I forget, I'm going to change some video options, turn down some textures, because I do experience a little bit of lag, and so I don't want that to be happening. We don't really need, like, some of this we just don't need. Yeah. It's just not necessary for the game, really. It won't give us really anything. We don't really need the grass. Tree degrade. Just making myself run the game better. Okay, that's fine. So, where are these bandit robbers? Should be somewhere over here. There they are. Okay, so I'm going to switch to my sword. Right up on him. I'll click to attack, and I missed. Go up to him again. Swing, and that was a looter. Delivered 43 damage, and I improved my proficiency in 100 weapons. Take out my crossbow. Zoom in, fire. Missed. The reticle is way too large right now. Swing! Got him. Just gonna continue riding him down. The faster I'm going, the more bonus I will get to my speed. And also my horse can ram people. So, gonna rush up the hill. Surprise! Swing and a miss. Looter. Okay, didn't kill him, but did some damage. This guy seems to be throwing rocks at our team. That guy. I'll reload my crossbow. You can do that without stopping on horseback. On foot, you do have to stop. Shot him. Robber, he was knocked unconscious because we need him to tell us where the prisoners are. So the game just automatically has us knock him unconscious. And I could let my men charge here and finish this guy off, and they would, but I just don't want to risk anything happening to them, and it's good experience for me. So, I will take them out. And everybody gets all excited when you win a battle. Press tab to leave. So this is the casualty screen. I took no casualties. They took 4 looters were killed, and 1 robber was wounded. Aye, spare me! Spare my life! Let me go, and I'll go far away from here and learn an honest trade, and you'll never hear from me again. I'll spare your life, but in exchange I want information. Either you or your mate kidnapped the brother of a prominent merchant in town. Tell me where they're hiding him, and give me your words you'll stop troubling the people of these parts, and you can go free. Oh, bless you, sir, bless you. Okay, they're by Furichin. I'll describe the area nearby in detail, and there'll be no mistaking it. This is the after battle loot screen. That's where you can take loot. Just control click and take it. I don't have a hat yet, so I'll put that hat on. It's a good hat, and I always like to organize my inventory like that. Your turn to go. Back to Sargoth. And now we know they're by Furichin. Where is Furichin? It's up there. So there's the kidnapper's hideout. So I can just click on it right now, and I will go there. If I hit control in space, I'll go faster, although I don't want to run into those looters. Please don't run into me. Oh, dear. Okay. Don't kill me. Run away. Yeah, that's good. Run away from me. So, can anybody upgrade, actually? No, they can't. Attack the hideout. Approach the hideout. They don't see it. Notice, yeah, we're going. Attack the hideout. Now, despite the fact that it was clearly in a landlocked location, it puts us right on the coast. This is always true for the starter quest. Get out my crossbow. I ordered everybody, infantry, hold there. There's a fellow. I missed. Not surprised either. You'll also notice I was not able to bring my horse here. The hills were apparently too much for him. Fire! Oh, he's running for his life. Or he better run, dude. Reload the crossbow as he comes. Take aim and fire. I missed. Let's let the infantry charge. Hit F1 and F3 to let them charge. I'm gonna charge this guy and get him off me. Give them some valuable XP. Hit backspace to bring up the map. Red dots indicate enemies, so I'm gonna let the infantry charge again. There's 2 enemies on this side of the map, so infantry is rushing them. I'm gonna reload my crossbow, just so that it's loaded for later use, if that should become necessary. It appears they're all gonna charge at these 2 looters over here, which is fine. I'll join them, just so they don't die. That is going straight for me. Oh, that's not good. Good. So we're going to continue to charge. Looters will continue to spawn on the map until a while goes by, really. They're going down to the murder recruits pretty easily. Oh, also, I'm going to change the campaign and combat AI to good, just because it makes basically it will make the AI think about how to fight better. Instead of just throwing their troops forward, they might actually examine the terrain, or something like that. Just rushing across the field here. Charge, men, charge! I'll shoot a crossbow bolt at him, but it probably won't do anything. Ooh! Almost walked into it. There they go. Take him out! Take him out! Take him out! Nice job. Well done. And it seems we've won the battle. And this will be the merchant's brother who came out of hiding out of that cave where he was held. Yes! I told him I'd find you. Cool. So their ill-gotten gains are now mine. So I can take all the stuff, take all the loots. All the loots. Better one, not really. Good. So I look great now in the looter armor. Leg armor? No. Okay. Let's go. Back from Fusion. Some soldiers are ready to upgrade. You'll see that notice. I click on the Nord recruits. 2 are ready to be upgraded. I'm taking them to Nord Huntsman. I think the archery tree is better at the start of the game, especially when you're trying to fight bandits, because bandits being at a distance, they can't kill you, and if you just shoot in pieces before they can do anything to you, it will really be okay. So this early in the game, I do like to walk on the map slowly, because it's dangerous to go really fast, because you can get attacked by a larger group, then it's really good for you. So, go back to Sargoth, back to the tavern. We talk to the merchant. He's where this home safe. Not sure what to do with him. Send him away. Cool. Money's from the law, and that'd be of service. Interested in making s'mores, so he's got another idea for me. What do you need? Bandit. There's captain of the watch. Okay, so he's turned traitor basically. Caravan was captured, looted, lost everything. Okay. Captain turned to villainy. Okay, so he's a plan. He's gonna bring attention to King Ragnar, the king of the Nords and lord of this city. Okay. I'll lead your men. Give them the sign. So I wait. They look pretty obvious, but I jump out. Continue. Here goes the merchant. So we're all trying to be inconspicuous. It's not working very well. Up and at them. So we're up and at them. But the merchant is gonna go down here. So we're fighting for our lives. Got a bunch of his men, and I believe a few of my men. I don't quite remember. But you can see some townswomen are getting killed in this exchange, which is unfortunate. And there's also towns guards, I believe. Yep, Nord trained footmen. These are not my party. They are guards from the town. And I've advanced to level 2. Excellent. Okay. So we go back to the merchant's house to review the day's events. Woohoo! 9 of his lads got themselves wounded. I'm glad to see that you're alive, too. Yes, yes. Drag off the watch captain to King Ragnar. Okay. So he'll be back in the tavern. Tavern? I'm not British. Tavern. Let's see what happens. That's the traveler. See what happens with the merchant. Carl. Things didn't go quite as well as I'd hoped. King Ragnar couldn't quite find it in him to overlook my little breach of the peace, because he, attacked everybody. He's grateful enough that I got rid of his captain. A guard who will let in a bandit will let in an enemy army. If the price is right. But he can't exactly let me running around here as a lasting reminder of his failure to take care of things himself. Hardly seems fair. Fair, this is Calradia, my boy. Kings do as they will, and the rest of us do as they must. So, he has to leave in a short while, but it's been an honor to know me. Good luck. So, here concludes the end of the tutorial phase of the game. It's completely a sandbox now. We can do whatever we want. We could become traders and trade goods between cities to earn our living. We could join a kingdom to try to help them take over Calradia for their righteous cause. Or, as we're going to do, we're going to start our own kingdom and try to become the king of Calradia itself. However, that's not going to be easy. I'm going to need a large amount of money and influence in the kingdom before I can do that. So, joining as a mercenary of a kingdom might not be the worst idea I can come up with until I have enough renown and troops following me to begin my own kingdom. Anyway, that's going to conclude it for episode 1 of my Mount and Blade Warband LP. Thank you all very much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Until then, take it easy.